Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about Lechat. We haven't talked about them in a minute. I think the last collection we did was it summertime? Seems like it's been a minute. So this is, I think, their fall collection. It looks very fall. They did, I think, a holiday one or a winter one last year as well. But this looks fall, right? It doesn't proclaim what it is, but it is called the Sultry Vibes collection. So if you aren't acquainted with Lechat nail polish, I first became aware of them just because one of my favorite sites to shop discounted polish is transdesign.com, and they had this brand there, and so I was like, well, let me check it out. You can get these deluxe size minis, these 6 polishes, for less than $5, okay? So that's my first point I want to make today. These are a very good deal. So basically their deluxe size, you can get their regular size polishes on their, actually I don't even know if you can shop their website. The last time I went to their website it was very confusing. If you want to buy Lechat, I would definitely suggest go to transdesign.com. You guys hear me talk about them all the time. So here's what their deluxe size looks like, and honestly guys, the brush is a little bit smaller than like in their regular polishes, so that's kind of frustrating, I guess, but for the price point, I say it's definitely worth it. I really, I like the full-size Lechat that I do have, but I would say go for the minis because they are a great deal. So like I said, all 6 of these polishes for under $5. So if you like the quality of this, you can basically pick up all 6 of these for half of the price of an OPI, pretty much. All right, that's not going back together for me, so I'm just gonna leave it open because we're taking it out in a minute. This case that it comes in also doubles as like a display, so you can pop the back open, and if for some reason you wanted to display these, you can fit them all in their little spots there. I think that's pretty cute too, although I've never displayed them like that. So we're going to do live application of all 6 of these polishes. Once upon a time, somewhere in the middle of my relationship with the brand Lechat, like my relationship being how long I've purchased them, I did contact the brand and they did send me a collection once upon a time. It wasn't an affiliation or whatever, they just sent me some for PR, but since then I haven't had any contact with them, and I just keep purchasing them on my own because I just really like them. So I think they're a good deal, and I think they're pretty good quality. They are not indie, but they're not super mainstream, so not a lot of people talk about them, but I feel like they are great, especially for the price point. So let's get looking at these polishes, and yeah, you can see for yourself what they're like. Alright, so this polish is basically cut in half, and one half are like metallic shimmers and the other half is creams. And I always love their creams, always, always, and then whatever else they kind of fit in there, I kind of decide if I'm gonna like it or not, but I always love the creams. So we're gonna start out with these metallic ones and we'll see what they're like. So first off, I wanna start with this awesome bright gold, and it is called Goldtease. And all of these kind of foily metallic polishes are at least 3 coaters. This foil one actually, this gold one is what I meant to say, is actually pretty good at 2 coats because it's so vibrant, and it did cover the nail pretty well. It's pretty good at 2, but I am going to wear it at 3. I just, you know, I was like, hey, let's go ahead and make sure this is opaque. So I did like this at 3 coats. It's really nice and vibrant and really beautiful. So yeah, I thought this was pretty good. Next up is the purple, and this one is called Secret Craze, and this one was less opaque even. Definitely 3 coats on this one, or you could wear it as a topper. This one has a purple base, and then it has silver and blue micro glitter or shimmer. It's a little bit bigger than shimmer. You know how when it's like so small that it's almost shimmer, like that. So this is really beautiful. However, it is pretty sheer, so I would either build this up in 3 coats, which it didn't have an overly goopy formula or anything, so you can build this up, or you could just wear it as a topper. And you know what? I've decided, you guys, after all this time, some polishes are just meant to be toppers, and I'm just okay with that. I don't love neons when they have to be toppers because you still have to do so many coats of them to make them be okay as toppers, like over that white base. But some polishes, I'm okay with them being toppers. I'm like, I don't mind putting down a really great gray or black, or even like a dark red or purple. I don't mind that. And wearing that and rocking it for a few days, and then on the next day you put this over top, it's really pretty. And the last metallic foily shimmery combination here is what I have on my nails today, and this is really beautiful. It's called My Fantasy, and it's just this gorgeous sparkling sapphire blue. This is over a dark polish, so that kind of shows you there. This is very thin, not like unspeakably so, but it is pretty thin, just like the purple one. And so I would probably wear this as a topper. However, I'm showing it to you. Here are 3 coats, and you can do it like that. But you might as well just put this over like a black or gray or blue or something, and you know, just have to go in with 1 coat, and then you've got this really gorgeous sparkly reflective nail polish that looks so cool. So I did like this. I probably will wear them as toppers though. All right, on to the creams. So Lechat is their creams, kind of in between like OPI and Essie, where I feel like OPI and Zoya, especially Zoya, has like a superb 1 to 2 coat cream formula. And Essie sometimes it's sometimes like too watery, sometimes, not all the time. So this is kind of like somewhere in between, where when you're putting it down on the first coat, you're like, oh, that's maybe a little bit too thin. I have to go for a second coat, and you're thinking, is it gonna actually build up on the second coat? And it totally does. So that's what I mean by kind of somewhere in between. This first one is a brown, and it's called Risque Business, and it's a really beautiful kind of chocolatey brown. It's just really nice. It's not a color that you've like never seen before. All of their creams, while very gorgeous, they're not gonna be things you've never seen before, but I mean, the price point is just really, really good, you guys. So I really like this. It's great at 2 coats. Next up, we have this kind of berry shade, but on my nail, it actually kind of looked the color of beets, and I love beets, and I think the color is just so gorgeous. It's one of nature's most just like pungent colors. I think it's awesome. So anyway, this is called Divine Wine, and it looks kind of more berry in the bottle, but on the nail, it definitely is. It's more like a reddish tone. So anyway. This dries matte, and I think that this one's best at 3 coats. I know I just told you guys that you could do 2 coats on all of these. You can on this do 2 coats, but it's kind of a crelly to jelly formula. You know what I mean as you're watching me apply it here. It's just kind of has more of like not a squishy look to it, but it's a little bit sheerer. And I think it's meant to be like that. And so if you want it absolutely opaque, so what I did was I applied it in 2 coats, and then when I saw it in the sun, I was like, oh, I'll add a 3rd one, and I thought it'll look better. So I did this with 3 coats. I think it's a really beautiful color. I just love these like really delicious, juicy beet shades. And then last up out of the collection is their gray, and this one's called Stormy Affair. And this one's just a basic gray. There's nothing too special about it, but it does have a great 2-coat formula. So yeah, I thought this one was good. So if you have never tried Lechat before, I think that this is a good one to give a try. I didn't dislike this. In fact, every time I try a new Lechat collection, I'm like, is this going to be the one that I'm like, oh no, this isn't good? But I liked it. I still did really like it, and they all performed well. So I enjoyed it, and whenever I look at that $5 price tag, I'm like, dang, they did a great job. They're giving you a lot of product. It's just it's a generous price tag. So I would actually say that this would be perfect to pick up as a stocking stuffer. Do you know any beauty lover in your life, or yourself? Maybe you need to put something in your stocking from Santa. It's actually kind of perfect. It fits right in there, and if I didn't already own this, I would purchase it for myself for Christmas. It's just so great. It's $5, stick it right in the stocking, and you're good to go. Actually, while you're there, this isn't my favorite collection they've ever done. I really like this one, and I think it's beautiful, but I'm gonna list right here a couple of my other favorites, because literally it's $5. You're already gonna be paying like $10 at least in shipping to have this shipped to you, so you might as well pick up like a couple more of these. That's how my brain thinks. So I'm gonna list here the other, like, I actually really like almost all of them that I've tried, but I'm gonna list a couple others that you could try that I really, really like. Usually it's the creams that are just like, bam, I'm really, really into those creams. So that is my whole review. I hope that you found this helpful. If you've never seen Lechat before, you must not have been around my channel for very long if that's the case, because I've been talking about them forever. But if this was your first experience with them, I hope that this helped you to kind of get an idea what they're about. And you can check them out on Transdesign and see all the different kinds of collections that they've done. I think that is going to be it for today. Thanks for stopping by to spend some of your day with me. I really appreciate it, and I will see you back for my next review. Take care. Bye! So my red polish this week comes from the brand Whim, and I have seen this brand at Ulta for a while, and I just never picked it up because I thought it was ridiculously overpriced. So now I picked it up and I wanted to see what it was like. So this brand that this polish that I'm reviewing today is called #trending.